Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt, and we left off last session having just fought a adult white dragon, having lost one of our party members, deceased, to the dragon. And the question was, where would we go from there? Well, from there, we still had 3 party members all right. So we took the fallen person, put them in a portable hole with all of their gear, thinking, okay, we really need to work on this mission. And, we'll try to knock this out and get back to town so we can find somebody who can cast Raise Dead. The very next room we went into, we still had our Goliath fighter, we still had our monk, and we still had our druid. So the very next, that's the furnace. I'm in the garage. The very next fight we had, we see what looks like the front end of a boat just by itself, and there is a large metal safe, weighs about 200 pounds, we think, and there are the headless skeletons laying as they were, wearing very old decayed robes. The skeletons just laying there. We investigate things, and from 4 passages, very small ones, and the sides of the room, out come 4 flaming skulls. Our party members had never encountered such things, but we knew it was trouble. And we fought these 4 flaming skulls as they float towards us, shooting fire. There were 4 fireballs cast by these things. There was 2 walls of fire, and we fought them as best we could. We did okay for just 3 of us. We destroyed all 4 of them eventually. Fun note, the flaming skulls decided that the spell Flaming Sphere, cast directly beneath them, would be a good defense because they were immune to fire, and in order for us to stay in hand-to-hand range with the Flaming Skulls, we would have to take a little bit of fire damage from the Flaming Spheres every round. Well, we defeated all 4 Flaming Spheres, Flaming Skulls, but we lost another party member, so we're down to 2 out of 4. Well, we wrapped up the bodies, and we headed back to the Goliaths that we were on very good terms with. And we forked over a little of our treasure for someone in there to cast Raise Dead. Now, I don't know if the ability to Raise Dead was something that one of them just happened to have, or if the DM modified things. Our other option was to go all the way into town, which was a several days journey. But luckily, we were only about a day or 2 away from the Goliaths. We gave we offered the Goliath chief the white dragon egg from the dragon we defeated. He was a little hesitant in taking that gift, saying, well, the dragon's going to want that back. And we told him, oh, no, we killed the dragon. And if you want to send some of your men to go harvest the corpse of this beast for all of the meat and some of the scales, go for it. So he sent a team to do that. Well, we got our people raised, and we went back. We went back to face this dungeon again, get past where the corpse of the white dragon was, go back to where the flaming skulls were, and they had regenerated. Our characters didn't know that was what happened. We fought them with, 4-on-4, and we did quite well. Did not have any casualties, destroyed the flaming skulls, and figured out, okay, these things regenerate. So we picked the safe, the metal safe. There was a little bit of treasure in there. We kind of sorted through that. We put the shattered pieces of the flaming skulls into the metal safe, and then locked it up again, and then just left it on the icy floor. The DM thought about it and he said, well, these things can regenerate. They'll regenerate inside the safe, not be able to get out. They may attempt to use their fire powers to try to melt the safe, attack the locks, and that will just make the safe hot, at which point it'll melt the ice it's on, causing the metal safe to sink. Yeah, you're probably good. In our next encounter, we met went through a tunnel. We found the metal head off of an iron golem. At least that's what we think it is. It was able to communicate with us by flashing its eyes, yes, no, or I don't know. So we asked it a few questions. We lowered ourselves down a hole into another room where we were told, okay, there is sort of a hot spring and a pile of snowballs. Okay, look in the hot spring. Well, down in the hot spring there are 2 baby remoras worms, and we're like, yeah, I think we'll leave. We're just gonna leave. And as we headed out, the big mama remoras shows up. The fight is on. Roll initiative. This battle did not go well. We did okay, but we took a couple of casualties again. The 2 baby remoras attacked and killed the druid. Okay, you go to 0 hit points. You roll your death saves, makes, fails. The other 3 were all working on the big mama remoras. And such it is as it was, we were distracted away from being able to help the druid. Well, as soon as the druid went to 0 hit points, these monsters are going to continue to eat the druid. They are somewhat mindless, and their motivation is food. So every attack, which is made at advantage because of prone condition, every attack is another failed death save. Boom, boom, boom. You're at 0. You are done. You are dead. No bringing you back. Well, eventually, we took care of Big Mama Remoras, and we attempted to help the druid, who was already dead, by trying to get rid of the 2 beasties that were eating it. We killed one of them, and the other decided to retreat wounded. The DM said, yeah, the corpse of the druid is like at 3/8. 3/8, you ask? That's kind of an odd fraction. Why would you say that? Well, you know how a 8-piece bucket of chicken is 2 wings, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, and 2 drumsticks? Yeah, there's not much of your bird friend left. Well, as this thing tried to retreat, has a burrowing speed. We followed it as that tried to tunnel its way out and killed it. We gutted the corpses of the ugly little monsters to try to get the parts of our friend back together so we can take it back to try to get some Raised Dead cast again. This is a rough campaign. We think we're towards the end. The monsters are tougher than ever. We have gotten a few levels, but that's where we're at. The Big Mama Ramirez is out. And this room, when we come back to it, should be clear. We destroyed the Ramirez eggs, and we will be heading back to town. Well, back to the Goliath's clan. Anyway, that's where we're at in Rime of the Frost Maiden. There may be some spoilers involved, or there might not, because I know this DM does change things from the books. So, that is it. Situation report, over. DM Kurt, out.